hard liquids.
I'm live in home video.
It's not.
No, jump.
It's been one of the ongoing things.
Oh, look, right now, right now.
I have a couple of extra
Perfect.
grades.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Try Sure, my pleasure.
I do.
Johan, I gotta go to work, so I'll see you. Bye-bye.
Is this the monster?
Wait a minute, you want me to sit? There, we need another $25,000. Uh-huh. Sure. And the next fundraiser, let me know, because I'd be willing to help if things are kind of okay with me. We just spend Friday night, I drive down, and then guys come down one day to see them, and they're down the other day, and then I go down 2 days a week. But
Hi, my name's Zeke.
do what you
Joe, take this. The Yellow River. Hey, Joe. River. Hey, Joe. Could you, Joe? Yellow River. She wants to be a model when she grows up. I see like actors.
type of a thing helps them so much.
It looks like twins, don't it? STBY. Like, whoa!
You have me
Hey, Kelly.
Okay. I'll go.
Julian! Jackie! You're famous! Oh, gross. Oh, God. Duck. Weird. Duck.
Get him! Did you get them? Here, let me try. Can I try?
Hold on.
Let me try.
Who's that? Oh, hello.
Hey, is that Joe's?
Whoa.
Thing's off. It's not taping.
Hold on. Wait. I know. That's on.
No fingers in front of
Yes, it is. Hi. Whoa.
Heck are you?
Oh, Morky!
Did you see what I did to Joe? Hey, Jason, smile. Yeah.
Hey, Bill.
Oh, you fruit. Okay.
How you doing?
Get out of my nose.
Bye, guys. Bye, guys.
I want to get mine.
Guys, need a close-up. Watch this. I can go upside down. Dave, I can get off the... David, that's it.
Can't find a date on it. Isn't that weird?
Hi, today is Wednesday, June 4th, 2003, and we're going to take a tour of the work that was supposed to be done by Jack's Tile Service to see what's done and what's not. This is known as bathroom number 5. It is in the same condition that it was before the job started. Nothing's been taken out and nothing's been put back in.
We did order supplies. This bathroom is supposed to be retiled and all the paneling taken down and painted and retiled to match the kitchen.
This
The
is
light blue kitchen.
this green tile on the floor is what Jack had originally done for us. That's how we met him through Expo.
Kevin's calling it green, I'm calling it light blue.
This is bathroom number 4, same as bathroom number 5. This is the bathroom as it was. Nothing's been taken down, nothing's been put back in. All materials have been ordered from Expo back in February. This is the foyer of the house. Now with carpet all over it. Jack did lay the tile in the foyer, however, did not seal the grout.
And did not put
Much
the
of-
kick plates, for lack of a better word, that would prevent somebody from tripping. This tile is very sharp, so somebody could cut themselves or they could trip because it's uneven with the wood floor.
Right. You can see that there's not just sort of schlocked up stuff here. It's not really done well. You can see the break in the paint. All this was supposed to be done. We agreed to a price with Jack so that we could move right in. Painting will be done, woodwork will be done, everything will be done, so we had nothing else to worry about and no other contractors to hire. As you can tell, we have a painter in today to try to start finishing up what he's left behind. Here's the fireplace that's broken down. We've ordered the stuff back in late February, early March.
We gave up on Jack already and had decided to use somebody else because he was moving so slowly and had ripped this down, and we were having a party in May.
But we're still moving slowly.
And then
This floor is not finished. It was supposed to be redone as part of the job. These walls are not put back up. This was paneling that Jack ripped down. We did put this gas line in, which has been inspected and approved, but no work has been done to seal the job. In the middle of this wall was a light. I think it's still in there, but his workers sealed it up. We told them we needed a light over the stairs. As long as I'm standing here, let me take you down here. I think this rail they put up is short, so when people like Rosemary's mom come to the house, they've got to take these last 3 steps without a handrail. I doubt that'll pass inspection, but that's what he put up. And of course this light switch, which was in perfect condition before he showed up, is in a lot less than perfect condition now.
what about showing the basement holes in the walls and things like that? You're more familiar with that than I am.
And as long as I'm down here, I'll do that. Which is, here's the gas line, which Jack had agreed to move out the layer of paneling and hide the gas line within the ductwork. That's not done. None of this trim has been replaced. The holes that were made, the truth is one of those holes actually existed because of a leak. But the holes were also necessary to finish off the bathroom work in bathroom number 3. And my understanding is that there are trap doors that need to get put in here so that the plumbing work can be accessed in the future. This work was patched, but it's not, the trapdoors are not in. This is the room where many of the things that will eventually go back into our bedrooms is being stored at the moment. And I'm just walking in here to show you that the ceiling work, Jack took the ceiling out to do the work in bathroom number 1 and bedroom number 1, and you can see that it hasn't been replaced as yet. Also the holes here to access the pipe to the sewer, all that was taken down by Jack and not replaced. For the record, Jack talks about changes to the job, and at one point the bathroom number 1 was on the north side of the house, but because he couldn't get the drain to go into the drain that exists over there, his idea was going to be to tear up this whole ceiling and run a pipe from the north side of the house all the way to the south side of the house here to this drain. And he didn't want him to do that because that would have involved taking down these doors and dropping the ceiling. So instead we changed the position of the bathroom, which I thought saved him a lot of time and energy in the long run, but he still refers to that as a change. Okay, we're back upstairs. These doors, Jack replaced the doors in the foyer.
And the hole.
Also, the tile goes into the door, into these closets that did exist. I just want to show you like the hole down there, where you know, they were in a rush, I guess, to get out of here, and they just schlocked stuff up and didn't replace anything. The other thing I want to show you in here is this 6-room stereo system that now has a funky short in it. 2 of the bedrooms that Jack worked on had these units in them, and now you can't turn on the speakers and the main power at the same time, so it doesn't work. We need Jack, or we need somebody to come in and sort out the wiring that Jack ripped up so that this can work in, but it's obviously a very expensive system. While we're on that point, the house is wired for alarm, although we didn't turn it on that much. We didn't want the wires to be ripped up and left out of the wall, so just to finish on the alarm wires, here's wires hanging out for, that was a motion detector. Over that light switch was a master control for the alarm system. This is the control for the stereo system, and you can tell by that sort of hodgepodge that it's likely that there's just a short in there somewhere that needs to get fixed. But all right.
How about the closets when we'll do this?
Okay, we're back to the foyer. These we had an electrician come in and redo these switches for us. Jack took all the switches down, and then when we put them back up, it's like this, where we get pieces of switches.
Pieces of switches, different color switches. You had to replace this entire piece yourself.
Right. Jack's electrician left us with a four switch plate with 1 screw in it, and we were having about 75 people over the house, so I went out to Home Depot and replaced it. And he thought it was fine to put beige on that side, white on this side. I mean, small point, but when you're doing a job like this,
White.
you know, here's a white grate for the air conditioning, and there's a gray one.
We have a yellow one around
I think
the hole.
they, you know, put up whatever they had laying around. Certainly didn't put up what was there to begin with. Just to show you, these were existing closets that Jack just replaced the doors.
Good point.
But he didn't put the light switch in for this closet to match the other
And
closets.
apparently it doesn't line up right.
Yeah, the other thing is, see how there's this rubbing? We've been told by Expo that this installation actually wasn't done properly.
This whole area.
This is a little extension of the foyer into the boys' bedroom section. The back plate for this is missing. I don't know where it is, so that's the state of our heating system. Again, we've got, you know, yellow grates and white switches and
With beige
switches, and, you know, I think it's whatever the electrician had in his bag that
No
day.
switches.
No wall plate at all. There's supposed to be a light here installed. This is where attic steps used to be, and Jack had said that as part of the job we were going to have a light here, but it was not put in. Here's part of the alarm system that is left in that state.
The bathroom.
Here's the boys' bathroom. The tiling and the cabinet work and everything is pretty much done. There was no wall reconstruction in this room. This is the way the room was originally laid out, but the room was torn down and
It was supposed to be painted.
all the tiles and fixtures were replaced. It was supposed to be
And the
painted.
ledge was ripped out and never replaced to the window. So we have the ledge here, and we have no painting here. Is basically which in the scheme of Jack's work, I guess is not bad. But in the scheme of anybody else's life, that's a job unfinished.
This room was completed on April 2nd. That's when the sinks finally didn't leak. And he started
January, the last week of January is when they started ripping things out, right?
this is coming from the foyer again. We did put stairs in to access the attic this way. This is the state that they've been left in. I'm not sure if it's code that there's rails up there or not. I don't know the answer to that, but pretty much raw and unfinished. This is what's known as bedroom number 2. It was pretty much the existing master bedroom. There's really been no change to the walls. These windows we had replaced with Pella.
Before Jack, about a year ago.
Jack tore down all this, what was paneling with sheetrock under it, tore the sheetrock down, took off the new moldings, and then one of the extras that he wanted to charge us was for molding around these windows that was perfectly good, on perfectly good sheetrock to begin with. This closet is new. And then this.
He was supposed to put in hanging space and all kinds of shelving.
He had advised us to retain our white wire shelving because he would put this back up in a configuration that made sense. Again, I suppose that was becoming one of the extras.
Which we had already paid for everything. Our price was supposed to be all inclusive, including the painting as well as installation of shelves and things like that.
This is bathroom number 2, which again is pretty much done. As you can see, there's lights yet to be done, painting yet to be done.
A noiseless.
One of the jokes, Jack was charging us for 3 silent Panasonic fans here. Listen to see if you can hear anything.
Our silent fan makes more noise than any fan we've ever had in this house.
He charged us for 3 of these at $650 each. I looked on the internet. The highest price I could find for the fanciest one was about $200. And we only have 1 installed.
And it arrived without a box, in pieces, so it seems to me that perhaps it came from some other construction site. I don't know that for a fact, but I've never seen a brand new fan arriving in pieces.
One of the disputes with Jack was this tile is what he put up and it looks fine, but it's not the tile that we ordered, and it's not the tile that he billed us for. He billed us for a tile that was about 3 times the cost, or in total about $2,500 extra. He didn't inform us that he switched materials on us from what we had picked out at Expo.
To a cheaper one.
And he billed us for the more expensive one. When we audited his bills, that's one of the things we found.
And one of the other things that we found was we had paid for a lot more of these border pieces, and this is something that is consistent throughout the house. And then he took away all the extras and said there were no extras. So now it's noiseless since our silent fan has been turned off.
Okay.
We'll do that later, or you want to discuss?
This is sort of the crossroads of the foyer that was built. We're due to have a fancier light installed here at this over what was to be a center medallion. We went out and spent about $1,200 for the pieces of it. Jack's folks tiled this area over, even though they knew that we had ordered a medallion area for it.
And in fact, we received the pieces for it, and they still tiled over it. And despite repeated questioning, why aren't you laying down the medallion?
they just continued to do it. Ask Jack, ask Jack. Jack either didn't return the phone call, Jack didn't respond to the questions, Jack said that the wrong pieces came in. Basically, he just, for whatever reason, was not going to put in this medallion. Don't ask me why. We have yet to get a decent answer from him.
Okay, while we're here, again, we have examples of a beige switches, and then here's a white one. God knows what he was doing.
Yeah, well, there's more of the...
Now, this hall didn't exist. This piece of the hall that we're looking at used to be where the master bath was. So we did have to move walls. They were not load-bearing walls. In fact, the only load-bearing issue in the house that we're aware of was to put in these stairs to the attic. So 90% of the work for framing and sheetrock was moving non-load-bearing walls. This closet, again, the closet is complete,
Except for
but there's no painting and there's no shelves, and all that was supposed to be done.
Use words like complete when it's nowhere near complete. Just advising you. Let's get used to using what we're going to have to say. Here. Just all these, every room.
Here's a good example of the way that the transitions were left between the rooms. Certainly not finished. Something that somebody could easily trip over. This is now, we're going to enter the master bedroom. This section of the house was actually an extension of the house built in 1985. All the floors up to this point were the nice hardwood floors. In this section of the house, they were plywood, and so these hardwood floors, the oak floors that are here now, are new, that were put in as part of the job. But as you can see, in this section of the house, very little has been accomplished. There's walls up, and the electricity has been left in some state. But again, here's switches for the stereo, and I'm sure there's alarm wires hanging out. None of the lights have been put in. All the framing for the windows has been ripped off, and none of it has been replaced. There's nothing over the ductwork. All this outside wall, all these windows, the skylights were here as part of the house. None of that was installed by Jack. He just ripped down the plywood and put up sheetrock, essentially. Here's our storage of our electronic stuff that's been taken down. I don't think Jack really knows how to put it back up as part of the problem. Here's a fireplace. I bought all the materials for the fireplace, but it was supposed to be framed into this area of the house, and this is undone, just sort of sitting there. There is a gas line that is complete up to this area as part of the job. Here is what's to be the new master bathroom number 1. We have several concerns about this. Obviously, it's not usable in its current state. The tiles that are the base tiles, these beige tiles in this area, we don't recall this being the tiles that we picked out. In fact, we think Jack just bought them off the floor at Home Depot and started putting them up. We're very concerned about that because they may be too porous to be put in a shower, but we're going to get some more advice about that. But this is where we're left. This is where vanity will go. All the pieces are here, have been here for, well, since Jack brought them, but they've been available for some time, but they were not installed. This jacuzzi is hooked up.
In some way, we're not sure.
The water is on. We don't know if the electricity is on or not.